everybody, and welcome to another reaction. I haven't done one of these in a long time. It's been 6 months since I've done a Boruto reaction, or any Boruto anything, because the last time I really tried to make a video on Boruto, I got into this thing with this guy that was saying, he was trying to be nice, I guess, about it, but he was just wording it poorly about how, I don't have good mic equipment and stuff, and I never probably will, just because I just don't have the money, or, well, now I have the money, but don't have the time to get it, and don't have time to really make videos now, because I'm still working during these times. So anyways, all that out of the way, kind of a weird angle that I'm doing right now, because this is the only area of the room that isn't painted yet, because I've been painting a lot of the room, and it'll look a lot better, look a lot brighter when it actually ends up happening, if you notice at all, either way. But anyways, that all out of the way, let's go into the chapter. So we start off with this, like, scientist guy, and it's called Deflection. I mean, I don't remember his name, because I swear this guy never really does a lot of anything. He was briefly mentioned when we saw that, what was it, Code, and some of those other Kara members, but for the most part, this guy hasn't done really a lot. But it's Deflection. I have read the chapters, just haven't done anything about them. So anyways, every bit of intel I possess shall be extremely beneficial to you. If Konoha will accept my defection, I'll hand it all over to you without regret, and I'll release Shikadai too, of course. And of course we get, I'm not just back and forth dialogue there. Hey, what's that mean by defect? Yeah, have you ever been a little Samara, or I think that's what her name is. Her trying in the manga compared to the anime is jarring always, to say the least. Hey, what's that mean by defection? Oh, let's see. It's like when someone, I can't stay in their land or group any longer for any reason, so they seek protection from another land to escape. I see, so that means, yeah, I think this guy ran from Kara. I don't know why, but it looks like he wants asylum in Konoha. Maybe it's his life is at stake. And Amito's betrayal? Yeah, that's what his name is. Amito's betrayal Kara. I don't get it. What the heck is going on? Yeah, well, what's actually more interesting, I want to know, is we do have 40 some odd pages here, but I want to know what happened to our Jiraiya clone guy, Kobayashi? Kashin Koji? I don't know. Fine, I'll hear you out. Sai, restrain Amito and take him to my office. We'll interrogate him here. Whoa, Naruto, are you serious? It's our only choice. If we want to save Shikadai, we don't have time to think. We'll decide whether he's trustworthy or not after this. So you're steeled yourself for the worst, and for a single getting impressive. I guess he's alluding to, hey, you're gonna, sacrifice this village of safety for one person, which, yeah, he's never been the brightest at thinking, Naruto has. You know this, but I'll say it just in case. I wouldn't try anything if I were you. It wouldn't end up well for either of us. No problem. Don't worry, you won't regret this, I promise. We actually see Code again, and he's actually one of the better looking Kara members in terms of aesthetics. I don't know if he's an android like Delta, but he could be. And also, what is this Ten Tails? Did I miss something? Because I know that the Ten Tails has been there, but if it's not from this other Otsutsuki, does any Otsutsuki become a Ten Tails? Or is it just Kaguya? Is it because that's always confused me, because the whole fruit eating business, when you eat that thing, if Obito had ate that fruit that actually was produced from that tree, would he have become this if they had still defeated him? It's very confusing. No problems here, other than me dying from boredom. Glad to hear that. I don't know how, but Konoha is aware of that place, so don't let your guard up. Roger, has Baro made his scheduled contact? Not yet. Well, not yet, cause he's dead. It seems something's happened. Perhaps Uchiha Sasuke made an appearance. You stay and keep your watch there. Yes, sir. Long time no see. What, on our mission? On your mission? It's still in progress, Lord Jigen. See, that's confusing too, because in the last chapter, he certainly did make it seem like, oh, I'm gonna kill him, and now he's speaking. I don't know. Even as we speak. Yeah, so this is all clearly after seeing that panel. This is all ploy. Come on, let me have a smoke, will ya? It's a long story. I'd like to clear my head before we start. So don't push your luck. Be careful that you're sitting in a chair. Did I not explain earlier that resisting me is meaningless? If you want, I can blow up Shikadai's head right now. Yo, that's actually the first time I've ever seen Shikamaru actually do like physical things. I'll rip you in half. Sit down, Shikamaru. What's that gonna accomplish? Well, probably a lot, but hurry up, and get to the point before my patience has run its limit. When it comes to your son, you're just a father. The ex-general, if you would be disappointed. Ex-general. That's enough. My patience won't last forever. What's up with that? Does he actually plan to speak? I bet you this is all a trap. Yeah, it is. Amito, it is the head of Kara's research and development division. It wouldn't be exaggerating to say that he knows everything about Kara. Jigen has never granted him to leave to go out. Well, yeah. So who is this guy? I mean, he seems like he's been around, so I'm just confused timeline wise who he is and where he's been this whole time because he's old. So him just being here is an act of treason that'll incur Jigen's wrath. I bet Amito has come prepared to die. That's how I see it. Head of research and development? Does that mean he's the one who basically changed his body? That's right. And not just me and all of Kara's cyborgs are his handiwork. Wow, so he's the one genius scientist. He's no, see, I actually do want an interaction with this. What do they call it? Ninja scientific tools. I'd like to see those two guys, because if they could collaborate willingly, that would be pretty cool. But I don't see that happening. What the heck are you plotting, Amito? Okay, start sharing that intel of yours. Even one part of it is just fine. Whether we approve or your asylum request or not, you're coming on too strong, Lord Hokage. Do you want Shikadai to die? You wouldn't do such thing. You wouldn't do such a thing. There's no way. Because if you did, you'd break off the negotiations and we die. And you'd die. I don't think you'd risk that. I have nowhere to go if Konoha rejects me. Even if I manage to get away from here, I won't be able to escape Jigen. So I'm dead either way. I still want to hear your story first. Don't worry, I don't pull it. Don't worry, I won't pull a dirty trick like betraying you after you talk. I kind of should, though. This guy is not good. Kage, fine, here it goes. So these two dudes are sitting in this, like, it looks like a pocket dimension. I don't see Kawaki with you. It's unhead of you to return empty-handed. It's fallen into Konoha's hands and under the Hokage's watchful eye. A situation I embracefully cannot intervene in easily, so I choose to observe See, the way he can't intervene because I think he's a relative of Jiraiya at the least. I mean, and if he's using Sage, think about this. If he is able to use Sage mode all the time without any repercussions, that would be pretty insanely OP. Frankly, I didn't believe my eyes when you had suddenly appeared in front of Kawaki. You tasked me with retrieving Kawaki. However, you hid that, and you could have extracted him yourself at any point. I'd like to hear from you why. Is it that odd for me to have you go fetch a parcel that I could reclaim whenever I wanted? In my opinion, this current situation, it all stems from the airships crashing land. That was the direct cause of Kawaki's breakout. First of all, that was no incident. Someone attacked the airship in transit and deliberately caused it to crash, feeling an accident. That's news to me. However, did you hear such a thing? Don't play it down. This is a prime opportunity for us to drop all proceedings and talk. I swear, when this gets animated, people are going to be confused as hell. You may already know this, but Jigen is an Otsutsuki. That name is always going to be hard to pronounce. Or rather, it became an Otsutsuki. Or rather, he became an Otsutsuki? Oh, maybe because he's possessed? He originally was an ordinary human just like us. Yeah, so he was possessed, like Boruto probably is. Let me start by explaining exactly who the Otsutsuki are. They are invaders from another planet. To put it plainly, they are alien parasites. Uh, okay, perhaps a bit. Wow, and what's crazy here is I think that's Kaguya, which that's bold for the author to even have her on a panel, considering how she's universally hated. Perhaps a bit oversimplified, but it should suffice. So they're parasites. So they're like the I don't. They have but one goal: to devour a life of a planet. Yeah, that's the only reason why. That's the only reason why they come, and then why they leave for another planet. What the heck? Yeah, I'm just as confused as Bardo. What do you mean by devour the life of a planet? As in how do they do it? Via endless gardening? Oh yeah, the gardening of the. See, I told you. What did I tell you guys? The divine tree in the ground, an enormously large tree. Its roots grow deeply, reaching every corner of the. So, I just find it hilarious. The Obito and Madara that were like, they were so confident in their plan of mass destruction. Were like, boy, they just played right into the hand of nothing. But what's interesting here too is that why why did the Otsutsuki wait so long? I mean, they were devouring other planets. Why did Kaguya take thousands of years to come back to life? Was Kaguya a special person? And it sucks the chakra from all living life on the planet. Oh my! Sucks the chakra from all life. So then, what happens to us? Everyone will die eventually. Well, naturally, it's like a giant mosquito sucking all the blood out of your body. All life will end. A single X. No, a single X. I'm studying this. No way. These alien parasites, why would they do such a thing? Because of what happens next. Once the divine tree is finished absorbing everything, it will bear a large fruit. See, I think yet again, if anything, this actually makes Kaguya a lot less of a flat piece of shit villain because, again, Kaguya actually values family, her own blood. At one point, she did. She became obsessed with the chakra probably because of her genes, but at the same time, she wasn't just trying to devour the planet just for the sake of devouring the planet. The chakra fruit, that's right. The chakra fruit are lumps of tremendous energy and genetic information. Otsutsuki continuously update themselves by eating them. Update, and that's how their species evolves. This is totally fascinating. Yeah, actually, kind of is. I can't believe this incites you. This excites you. Sasuke Chia, have you been there to that place? Where do you mean? No need to play dumb. You ought to have learned its coordinates from the airship's data. That place that can only be reached using space-time ninjutsu. Don't tell me you. Yeah, I planted it there in a way that you could be easy for you to all find it. I wanted you to know about him ahead of time. The Otsutsuki, that Otsutsuki, the shape of the horn is similar, but that wasn't Jigen. Who was it? Hold up, there's a proper sequence to this. Since it's a complicated story, let's take it step by step. If if you did go there, you should have seen it. That Jigen possesses a ten tails. Another one of those. It's a different specimen than the one you battled. Unfortunately, I don't know where this one came from, but the Otsutsuki always utilize the ten tails when they assault a planet. For for it is ten tails that becomes the divine tree that the ten tails is seeding. Well, I I don't. Okay. The, first, they plant the ten tails in the ground. It grows into the divine tree that consumes the planet and eventually bears the chakra fruit. Well, what if you just absorb the whole tree, though? Once they harvest the fruit, they no longer need the planet. They move on to another planet. Blah, 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 that's the Otsutsuki for you. Yikes, this is so big. I can't keep up. You said a few things that bother me, but anyway, any, anyways, you just said some things that bother me. So now it's Jigen's who's trying to do this to our planet. Yo, come on, Naruto, you're the village leader. Although you look like a wizard in that shot, you have to be a little bit concerned and a little bit thinking about other things other than like, oh, well, it doesn't concern me. No, I don't think so, Sasuke. It's whoever put karma on Jigen, I bet. What? Karma? You said that Jigen was originally an ordinary human. He became an Otsutsuki because of the karma, right? Very perceptive of you, Sasuke Uchida. You're on the right track. That what's that supposed to mean? Talk. What exactly is karma? I thought it was karama, which would have been cool. Yes, everything I've already said is just a preface. The important part's right now. Okay. I need a master's degree in Otsutsuki to figure this out. Hold on. I'm getting a translation. I'm getting a transmission from a colleague. What? Sorry, Shikamaru. Could you put my glasses along one edge of the table and aim them towards the wall? Excuse me? Don't worry. I truly want these negotiations to go well, so hurry up and do as I say. What the? What the? Something's projecting onto the wall. It's no use playing innocent. Caution, Koji. Oh, he's got one of those sharp Rinnegan things above the... Did I miss the days of just having Uchiha and, like, Rinnegan? But then... I wish they weren't related. Caution, Koji. Konohamaru mentioned him in his reports. You conspired with Amado to crash the airship, in order to allow Kawaki to escape. That mask, that's the guy who tried to kill us. Caution, Koji. Let me escape. What the heck? Caution Koji is one of my one and only collaborator within Kara. He is sharing with his scout a toad. A toad is seeing in real time. What? Okay, at this point, Naruto has to go. Okay, toad boiling. Come on, like when he put this together, this guy has to be somebody. But how? This is live footage. Where are they? Just keep watching. I want you to know, Koji. I have no intention of repriming and for you reprimanding and letting Kawaki escape. That's Jigen. Jigen. That's no. So that's him.
want to know your motives, both yours and Amito, and what you gain from a rise up against me. Well, it's kind of obvious. I thought all of the inner collective agreed on obtaining the chakra for. So what do you get from trying to destroy that plan? You you pretend to be collected by, but you aren't able to hide your ragged breath. What? Oh, so he's actually gonna try to. Oh man, he's dead. But we need to know who this guy is before he dies. So I won't kill you right away. You'll spill everything first. Oh, that was a shadow. Oh, shadow close. So how cheeky. My motive is simple. I have no interest. I have no interest in the chakra fruit from the very beginning. I was created to kill you. So oh my god, we gotta wait till May. Yeah, so that was confusing. That was a lot to unload. I don't know if I could even unload all that information because that was quite a bit. But the general premise is apparently even beyond the Fourth War and all their retcons and confusion that we get more of it. I mean, so there was this panel where Obito is actually has the Ten Tails in him, and it always confused me where the tree came from, right? You know, he puts his hands on the ground and a tree just comes out of him out of nowhere. But now that makes sense, I guess, because the tree and the thing, they're one. But my question is, I guess it upgrades you, so if Madara or Obito had ate the fruit, holy hell, would that have been overpowered? But I guess the world would have crumbled? Like, I don't know. Madara and Obito definitely didn't think about their plan very well, because this chapter proves that it wouldn't have ended well. Their paradise would have been very quick. Um, there's another 10 tails, we already knew that, but I think what's crazy is that we find all the information about that Kashin Koji thing, obviously, but holy crap, that was he. I hope he doesn't die before we actually find any information about it. Um, I'm surprised that Sasuke and Naruto, knowing they're the only two people in the room other than Sakura and Kakashi, that have actually seen um, an Otsutsuki like Kaguya. You know, there's the Kages and the Momoshiki thing, but Momoshiki never felt really like an Otsutsuki like Kage. There's a difference in power there. But obviously, this is pretty big deal because again, I don't know. I don't know. Like, if Kashin Koji was created just specifically to kill him, he could be in a compilation of cells. You know, like he could be some of Jiraiya's cells and I don't know some of Konohamaru's cells or whatever. You know, it would be interesting if that was the case. But I have to say that the chapter was actually pretty entertaining. It was pretty great. I have to say that was kind of mind boggling, all the information, but it was an info dump, but it was a good one because now we can move away from that and we can actually see this fight. I think his mask is going to break off and we're actually going to see Naruto's reaction because I think he has to be related or he is Jiraiya's cells or something along those lines. Uh, but it would be pretty interesting to see him go full power and see how long this fight goes on because we know that Kara, like another member I'd like to see more of, and I'm glad we got to see him, was Code. I hope we see more of Code in the future, considering he actually looks like he could be somebody that maybe he's an android, maybe he's not like a total cyborg or whatever. But either way, I am pretty stoked to see what all these revelations are of the Otsutsuki, the chakra fruit, all that kind of stuff. That'll be pretty interesting once we get some of that other stuff in May. Anyways, that'll be it for me. Like, comment, do what you gotta do, and see you guys till next time.